Hi everyone. Today I want to tell you a story that carries a truth we often forget. That life doesn't become easier, we just learn to grow bigger from within. In our society, it's common to see someone fall apart over a small difficulty, while another person stays calm even in the face of great storms. The difference isn't in the size of their problems, it's in the size of their heart. So listen carefully. This story isn't just to hear, it's to feel and reflect upon. Once there was a young man named Ethan who was deeply troubled. No matter what he tried, nothing seemed to go right. His mind was like a storm, restless, worried, and full of fear for the future. One cloudy afternoon, Ethan sat alone in a quiet cafe, staring into a cup of tea that had already gone cold. He had no job, his family had lost faith in him, and he felt life had turned its back. At the next table, a few old men were talking warmly. Though Ethan wasn't really paying attention, one sentence reached his ears. "Have you ever met the old sage who lives near the mountains? People say he helps you see life differently." My nephew went to him broken and came back smiling. Ethan's heart skipped a beat. Maybe he can help me too, he thought. That same evening, just before sunset, Ethan began walking towards the mountains. The wind was cold, but his heart carried a faint spark of hope. After hours of walking, he finally reached a small hut surrounded by tall trees. Outside sat an old man with kind eyes stirring a pot of tea. Ethan bowed slightly and said, "Sir, I feel lost. My heart is always heavy. Please tell me how to find peace." The old man looked at him silently for a moment, then without saying a word went inside. Ethan waited confused. When he returned, the old man held a small cup of water in one hand and a handful of salt in the other. "Take this salt," he said, "and put it into the cup." Ethan did as told. "Now drink it." As soon as Ethan took a sip, he frowned. "It's awful. Too salty." The old man smiled gently. "Now take the same amount of salt," he said, "and follow me." They walked together until they reached a peaceful lake shining under the moonlight. The old man nodded. "Now throw the salt into the lake." Ethan tossed it in. The salt disappeared without a trace. "Now taste the water again," the old man said. Ethan knelt, cupped his hands, and took a sip. "It tastes fresh. There's no salt at all." The old man smiled. "Do you understand now, my son? The pain of life is like this salt. The amount never really changes, but the bitterness you taste depends on the size of the container that holds it. If your heart is as small as this cup, even a little sorrow will make your whole life taste bitter. But if your heart becomes as vast as this lake, the same pain will dissolve and peace will return." He paused and looked at the reflection of the moon dancing on the lake. Life will always bring salt, pain, disappointment, loss, but you decide what to hold it in. Grow your heart. Expand your patience. When your heart becomes larger than your pain, no storm can shake your peace. Ethan stood silently, feeling something shift inside him. For the first time in a long while, his heart felt lighter. When he walked back home that night, the mountains didn't feel so tall, and the darkness didn't seem so deep, because he had learned a secret, that happiness doesn't come from removing pain, but from growing beyond it. So, my friends, when problems come, don't shrink. Don't become a small cup filled with bitterness. Become a lake, vast, patient, and peaceful. Then no matter how much salt life adds, your spirit will still taste like calm water. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who might need it today.